The documentary Strife, One Hell of a Ride by Red Bull Media, House, and Planet Watch takes an in-depth look at the notorious course described as 2 minutes of terror.
It's how difficult that course is that have made Kitzbühel what it is, the Strife.
Kitzbühel, pure goosebumps. You don't even have to win it, just have to finish it, and people will say, wow, you had the guts to ski that course? Incredible.
The movie is available now on iTunes, and here to look at the course and the legendary race, it's Nathaniel Vinton, author of The Fall Line, How American Ski Racers Conquered a Sport on the Edge. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's hard to even watch the footage at some points in this documentary. Is it the speed? Is it the incline? Is it the jumps? What makes it so hard?
All of those things, the iciness of the course and the importance of the course to the racers. This is the downhill that is really an initiation rite for the downhillers. Once you do this course, you are a real downhiller.
You say only 10 seconds into their race, they're going 80 miles an hour?
That's right, and soaring off an enormous jump called the Mauserfälle.
So how do they train for this race? Because, you know, as you see in the documentary and as you talk about in the book, 2 degrees off can really throw off the entire race for someone.
Yeah, they need a lot of explosive strength. They need anaerobic power, but mainly they need the psychological strength. They really have to train their minds to memorize the course, to know where they're going, and then to trick themselves into being confident to do it.
How do they do that, do you think?
Well, I think the downhillers spend their entire life building up to this race. There's so many legends. It's a race that's been around since the 1930s, and this is the one that they all really want to do, really want to prove themselves on. So I think they work on it their whole life.
You've actually skied this course yourself.
Not racing it, but I have been on the course, yep.
And what did that show you?
Well, I tell people that if you cut this downhill in half, you would still have 2 of the scariest courses in the world. The top part and the bottom part are just terrifying. Steep, big jumps, icy, and relentless. It just doesn't stop.
What did you notice that was common, sort of the psychology of all of these skiers? Because as you said, I mean, it seems like the average person would look at this and say pass, like not interested.
Yeah, I think if there's any breakdown in their confidence, it's going to hurt them, and so they really need to build themselves up for it. And I think I noticed that in covering them through a season, that weeks ahead of time they started preparing themselves mentally for this.
I mean, there's an element of cockiness that has to come into this.
There is. Sometimes ski racers are known for coming across as a little arrogant, but I think they really have to trick themselves into believing that they can do this, because a lot of them, when they do it for the very first time, they don't think they can.
Is there anything comparable in the U.S. to this, and if not, how do U.S. racers prepare for it?
There's no single run in the world that can really prepare you for this course. Part of the reason is the ice. The snow is so dense and icy, they spray it with water, and so there's no real preparation. The U.S. ski team has a very challenging training venue in Colorado, but there's nothing to prepare somebody for Kitzbühel until they actually do it.
Lots of strife on the Strife, right?
Yes.
Nathaniel Vinton, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
The Fall Line is on sale right now.